So hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Mathmavens. I am Smith Bansal. So today we will discuss a very important limit of a function. So what is our function? Our function is already written over here. So this is lecture 32 and we will discuss some standard limits. Alright, some standard limits we will talk about. So limit x tending to 0, sin x upon x. What is this limit? Okay. So first of all, as you all come across to this limit very often, so how we solve this limit? Okay, we used to equal left hand limit and right hand limit, and this is equals to what we get on both sides. Okay, so how we solve this? We used to put limit directly. So this will be, if we remove this limit, this will be sine 0 upon 0. Okay, so what is the value of sine 0? It is 0 and this is 0. So 0 upon 0, this gives us an undefined value. So what we will do here, we will use L'Hopital rule. We will use L'Hopital rule here. So what is L'Hopital rule? It says that if you got 0 upon 0 or infinite upon infinite, if you got these two types of forms, then you can always differentiate both numerator and denominator. Okay, then you can use put your limit over there. So we will differentiate this. First, sin x will turn into cos x, and this x will turn into 1, and this will change into this function. So limit of this function will be equals to limit of this function, and this you all know, cos 0, that is equals to 1. So if this is equals to 1, then this has to be 1. So the answer is limit is equals to 1. But we are using what? L'Hopital rule over here. Okay, if we don't want to use these types of condition, these types of form, if we don't want, then what can we do? We will use a different approach for this. We will use some geometric approach. Okay, that I would like to share here with you. So we will see the evaluation of this function, this limit x tending to 0, sin x upon x, and x being measured in radians. Obviously we are not dealing in degrees, that x tending to 0 degree, there is no such point here about that. So we are dealing in radians here. So I have written that x is being measured in radians. Okay, so as you can see, this is our figure. This will help us to see that how this limit goes to 1. Okay, so first of all, what is our claim? Our claim is that right hand limit, that is 0 positive, left hand limit, that is 0 negative, these two should be equal and equals to 1. Okay, so let us first prove that this positive side, this right hand side, because if we first prove this positive sign, then we can always take a negative sign out of those x minus y, then we will always get on the left hand side equals to 1. So we only need to prove this. Actually the second thing come automatically. So let x is between 0 to pi by 2. We are choosing x between 0 to pi by 2, and x is already, I have told you, is being measured in radians. So we will draw first a circle. We will draw a circle of unit radius. As you can see, OA and OP both are radius, and I have written 1 over here because it is a unit radius circle centered at O. Okay, so consider 2 point A and P on the circle A and P, such that AQ, it is our Q here, such that AQ is perpendicular on OA. Alright, and here angle AOP I have written as X. So now we will see how we will use geometry over here. As you can see, what will be tan x? This tan x will be L upon A, that is AQ upon base, that is OA. So AQ upon OA, this will be our tan x. As you know how we use trigonometric functions in our 8th or 9th class, that is the only thing I am using over here. So AQ upon OA is equals to tan x. So AQ is equals to OA tan x. OA is equals to 1 because it is a unit circle. So AQ is equals to tan x. Now area of OAP. What is OAP? OAP, this is our circle. Okay, so this circle I am using. What is the area of this? 1 upon A, base into height. What is base? OA, this is our base, and what is height? So let me explain this. So height will be this. Okay, so this will be your height. Suppose you may write B. PB is your height. I have drawn a perpendicular. So what will be this PB? This PB is always equals to OP sin x. Why I am saying this? Because PB upon OP is equals to sin x. Okay, sin x is equals to PB upon OP. These are the simple trigonometric definitions, you can say. So I have written OP sin x over here. So what is OP and what is OA? These both are equals to 1 because we are using a unit circle. Okay, so area of this is equals to 1 by 2 sin x. Area of OAQ is equals to 1 by 2 tan x. OA into AQ. AQ is already we have used here. Okay, we have used already a perpendicular. So what is AQ? AQ we have already found out. What it is? It is tan x. So it will be 1 by 2 tan x. So area of sector OAP, it is equals to 1 by 2 OA square into x. Why? Because area of sector, those who don't know should look here, that area of sector is equals to 1 by 2 into r square into theta. Okay, what is this r square? Obviously this is radius. What is this theta? This theta is angle of sector. This theta is angle of sector. So this is the angle of sector, which is x. Okay, so now अब हमारे पास ये तीनों एरिया आ गए हैं, OAP, OAQ, OAP. तो जैसा कि यहाँ पर हम डायग्राम में भी देख सकते हैं दैट एरिया ऑफ OAP, ट्रायंगल OAP का जो एरिया है वो लेस होगा इस सेक्टर के एरिया से. ये पूरा जो है, अगर हम ले लें सेक्टर OA पूरा P. ओके, आर्क को भी हमने इसमें इंक्लूड कर लिया, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग इट. सेक्टर OAP इससे लेस होगा, एंड ये लेस होगा किससे? इस पूरे से, OAQ पूरा और फिर हमारा बाकी सेक्टर. सो इट विल बी लेस देन OAQ से. ओके, ट्रायंगल OAQ से लेस होगा, ये हम देख सकते हैं फिगर से. So by above figure it is easy to note that area of this is less than this sector and this sector is less than the bigger triangle. So what is this area? We have already figured it out, that 1 by 2 sin x, this less than 1 by x by 2. Okay, all the values I am putting here. 1 by 2 tan x, इसको थोड़ा मैंने expand करके लिख दिया 1 by 2 sin upon cos. So यहाँ पर 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो ये आपकी इक्वेशन चेंज हो जाएगी 1. ये आपकी इक्वेशन चेंज हो जाएगी. यहाँ पर एक स्टेप और लिख सकते हो, sin x इज लेस देन x लेस देन sin x अपॉन cos x. नाउ इन द वेरी बिगनिंग आई हैव यूज्ड x बिटवीन 0 to पाई बाई 2. सो 0 से पाई बाई 2 के बीच में जब x लेंगे तो sin x जो है वो ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन आएगा किससे? 0 से. यानी कि ये आपकी नेगेटिव वैल्यू नहीं है, पॉजिटिव वैल्यू है और 0 से बड़ी वैल्यू है. तो इस पूरी इक्वेशन को साइन से आप डिवाइड कर सकते हो बिकॉज इट इज़ नॉट इक्वल्स टू 0 एंड इट इज़ नॉट नेगेटिव. सो दिस इनइक्वालिटीज विल नॉट बी चेंज्ड. सो साइन एक्स से डिवाइड किया तो 1 एक्स अपॉन साइन एक्स, 1 अपॉन कोस एक्स. अब यहाँ इसका हम जैसे ही रेसिप्रोकल करेंगे तो 1 अपॉन कोस चेंज हो जाएगा कोस में. दिस इनइक्वालिटी विल बी चेंज्ड. दिस विल बी साइन एक्स अपॉन एक्स, दिस विल बी 1 अपॉन 1. देयर विल बी नो इफेक्ट ऑन दिस एंड दिस इनइक्वालिटी विल बी ऑल्सो चेंज्ड. नाउ आई एम पुटिंग लिमिट. नाउ वी विल पुट लिमिट x टेंडिंग टू 0 पॉजिटिव, लिमिट x टेंडिंग टू 0 पॉजिटिव, limit x tending to 0 positive. This is constant, this will be equals to 1 obviously. This cos x is equals to 1 obviously, we have talked in the very beginning. So by squeeze principle, if this is greater than 1, if something is greater than 1 and if this something is less than 1, then this has to be equals to 1. Okay, this is squeeze principle. I will tell you it in the sequence part. When we will do sequence and series, then I will tell you a theorem, squeeze theorem, which is used on functions, that if we have three function f, g, h and all these are function defined on a domain D. सभी function जो है domain D पर define है और तीनों के बीच में ये इनइक्वालिटी होल्ड होती है. तो f की जो लिमिट है और जो h की लिमिट है, अगर ये दोनों इक्वल हैं तो g की लिमिट भी एग्जिस्ट करेगी और इन दोनों की लिमिट के इक्वल होगी. सेम यहाँ पर हो रहा है, ये आपका h है, ये आपका g है, ये आपका f है. एफ और एच जो हैं दोनों ही हमारे इस इंटरवल में डिफाइन है 0 से π/2 में, और ये भी 0 से π/2 में डिफाइन है इंटरवल, और इन दोनों की लिमिट एग्जिस्ट कर रही है 1 के इक्वल है, तो इसकी लिमिट भी 1 के इक्वल होगी और एग्जिस्ट करेगी 0 पॉजिटिव के लिए, ध्यान रखना। तो 0 पॉजिटिव के लिए जो लिमिट है वो आपकी 1 के इक्वल आ गई। अब माइनस वाला केस जो है बिल्कुल ईजी है। यहाँ पर आपका x जो है वो 0 नेगेटिव पर है, यानी कि आपका -x जो है वो 0 पॉजिटिव पर है, यानी कि -x को रिप्लेस कर दिया y से, तो ये हो जाएगा y टेंडिंग टू 0 पॉजिटिव। तो x जो है वो इक्वल आ जाएगा किसके, -y के, और अगर ये माइनस पर टेंड कर रहा था तो ये प्लस पर टेंड करेगा। तो आई हैव रिप्लेस्ड x विद -y, सो y टेंडिंग टू 0 पॉजिटिव साइन -y/y, इस माइनस को बाहर ले आएंगे तो माइनस से माइनस कैंसिल हो जाएगा, ये आपका 0 पॉजिटिव साइन y/y, एंड बाय दिस वी कैन से इट इज इक्वल्स टू 1। इफ दिस इज इक्वल्स टू 1 देन दिस हैज टू बी इक्वल्स टू 1, so this is equals to 1, this is equals to 1, this will imply that this limit is equals to 1, and we are done. So you can see how beautifully we are using the geometry here, that triangles and sectors, all these things. So these two are very simple deductions, that this is equals to 1, how we can say. So this is just, you need to take a reciprocal of what we have proved earlier, 1 upon sin x upon x, this limit is equals to 1, so this x will be in numerator, so this is nothing but equals to 1, because 1 upon 1 is equals to 1, there is nothing to prove. This you can see, there is no need to use geometry again and again, because you know this formula that tan x is equals to sin upon cos, and this limit is equals to 1 into 1 upon cos की लिमिट भी क्या हो जाएगी 1, and this will imply that this limit is equals to 1. So you can see that we can evaluate these limits by this method also. So I just want to share this method with you, that what will be the geometric approach to find, to evaluate this some standard limits. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then hit the like button, hit subscribe button, share this video with your friends, and keep watching. Thank you very much, keep smiling, see you in the next class. Thank you.